We got some AQ3D news I wanted to go over in this video. First of which, we've got the Fiend Dricken travel form. Now, this is posted by Clarion on Twitter. The Fiend Dricken travel form travels at 160% with a cooldown of 5 seconds. This is obviously a unique item, is a legendary travel form. No mention yet on how this is obtained, but that's a cute little bugger. Can't wait to get it. We also got another teaser. Now, for those of you who played the original AQ Worlds, you'd be looking at this and obviously concluding this is the blinding light of destiny, because it obviously looks like that. However, we do know that in the past, they have made variants of the blinding light of destiny. It's possible this is a variant and not the original blinding light of destiny. However, we have been asking for the blinding light of destiny for 8 years. It's possible this is the blinding light of destiny, but we don't know. So without any evidence, we can't say this is the blinding light of destiny, but we can be hopeful. If it is a variant, it looks like a darn good one. One person posted this saying, looks like this isn't the OG blinding light of destiny that Artix uses as his personal weapon unless it's been updated, as the OG has no top and bottom protrusions near the ends of the blade, and the middle spikes are a lot smaller in the new one. Clarion posted, good eye. Another player posted the platinum version of the blinding light of destiny. Very possible. The paladin boss I've been teasing is looking like it's going to be released on the 3rd of July. So this is probably around the same time they would be releasing the July 4th stuff. That's also near Canada Day, but it's also near the July 4th stuff. He's been revamped into something I think will be pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. That obviously will probably have something to do with that blinding light of destiny variant, if it is a variant that we saw earlier. And now for some really friggin' amazing news. I was floored when I saw this. So Oracle isn't the only thing planned for what we're calling the Summer of Battling On. For the next 3 months, we will be raising the level cap in intervals of 5, starting with next week's release, Invasion from the Deep, which kicks off the Summer War. This is mind-blowing. Over the next 3 months, we're going to be going from level 45 up to 50, up to 55, and up to 60. Along with these level caps, they're also going to be providing appropriate gear for that level cap. Now, it also talks about a summer war that's going to be coming. This little image you see here is obviously something to do with this event. Chances are this event will be scaled because seasonal events like this usually are, and that's fine because we expect that everybody, regardless of what level, should be able to partake of these events. But we haven't had an actual war in a long time. The last time would have been the Camp Gonna Getcha stuff, which we haven't done for quite a while. So this is going to be really nice to have another actual war. If you guys have never partaken of wars before, like in AQ World and in the Camp Gonna Getcha, there was a war meter that you would have to fill up, and then you would gain rewards unlocking stuff out of shops and stuff. I have no idea how this summer war is going to be, whether it's going to be similar to those type of events or not. We'll have to wait and see. But regardless, I'm looking forward to it. A comment from Loki Monster says seasonal events should remain scaled so everyone enjoys them no matter what level, and this is what I also agree with, which is why when I was talking about having no scaling in the game, it's not no scaling at all, it just means no scaling when it comes to the main maps, the regular maps. She went on to say, but definitely do need some scaled areas like daily boss random dungeons and other decent XP area remaining in the game. Now, when this whole scaling thing is being removed, pretty sure the dungeons are not going to be affected. I think the dungeons will stay as they are, but as I have suggested in previous videos, I think the devs should add the same options we have in the private dungeons where you can choose to do it scaled and unscaled. I believe that should also be in public options as well. So when you go into a public dungeon, it provides you with, do you want to run this scaled or unscaled? This way, randos could just run together. You don't have to party up before the dungeon. You can do it in the public dungeon, either scaled or unscaled. I think that would be a good option for the dungeons. Another player said more consistent server XP boosts would be great too. So they do this already. At the end of every month, they release a server boost. And this has been going on for the last several months, and I'm sure they will be maintaining that. Otherwise, mob XP needs a buff. And this is something else that had been discussed way in the past, because this is mentioned here. The bosses. We've had so many boss XP nerfs over the years. Every time we find a decent farm, we knew it would be nerf. And this is something that had happened. Now, back several years ago, I said we need to have players, if you want players to run the challenges, to run the raids, to run the dungeons that players are struggling to beat, bump up the XP. Give people a reason to run those dungeons. And the way to do this is by bumping up the XP or the gold. And since we don't really need a lot of gold, bump up the XP. Give more XP. Give generous XP for challenges. Give generous XP for dungeons that require multiple players. This is going to get players to go to those dungeons and run it, or the raids, because this is the best source of XP. But if you have the best source of XP coming from little dungeons like the ones in Heartwood Forest, players are going to be flocking to those dungeons instead of running the raids. The raids and other hard challenges should be providing the most amount of XP. What do you guys think of this news? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoy my content and you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd like to thank all of my YouTube members. You guys inspire me to continue to do what I love to do, which is to support the AE community. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we shall see you in the next video.